Hey Flosstube, it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome back. Today is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. Welcome to any returning friends and welcome to any new friends. Happy to have you here. Happy to be here. This is my last update for another couple weeks. We're going to be heading out of town, so have that taken care of. And if you go back and watch my last video, it will be season 7 episode 1. I am doing a giveaway for a $30 123 Stitch gift card, so go check that out and enter in the comments down below. Not this video, but the previous video, and when I come back from my trip, that's the week that I will probably be doing the drawing, so you have a couple more weeks to get your name in and enter to that. And I will link it. I can't remember how to do it in a card, but I know I will link it. I can do it in the end of the video, so I will link it there. Just wanted to welcome everybody. Hope you all had a great week. Had a happy and safe not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's coming next, but happy and safe Halloween. Kids were off on yesterday, and but we didn't stay out too late or anything like that. Excuse me. But just wanted to hop on and give some updates, and the first thing I have is a finish. This is Mickey Heroes by E.L. Cross Stitch on Etsy, and the fabric is Live and Die LA. I can't remember the name of it now. It's over in my thing over there, but this is one of 2 done. The other one is a darker fabric, so I just have to get that one started, and that will be after I finish my categories for the month. Excuse me, I did not bring my water in. So I finished that yesterday, and then started on my this is my one project I've broken into 12 months, and we're on November, so I'm working on this bunch of roses right here, and this is a conversion I got from Laura Busby that she got from the attic, and so I'm working on November is going to be this piece, this and this little medallion guy right here, and then this big medallion, and then this rest will be December. So which is kind of funny that this is the letter N for November and then D will be for December. But so I'm working on this, and then there's another medallion. Oh, it's down here. The medallion's over this way. I got that guy already, but the other medallion's down here. So and this is using Belle Soie Silks, and it's on 40 count. I believe it's a Bee Stitch Me. Yes, I think it's not another sampler. So I will have to look and make sure. I should enter this on the Whip Wednesday for the Bee Stitch Me does. But yes, so this, I have to move the Q-snap just a little bit more to get the rest of the just to give me a little bit more for December, but after I finish this big guy for November, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll just move it over one last time. So super exciting, and then hopefully in December I will have a finish. So it's really nice. And then I do have my project picked out for next year's piece that I split into 12 months. This one's actually already split up for me, so that's really nice. And then but I'll address that in plans. So, but that is actually going with the category, one of the categories that Sammy J does. This month was for November was fancy or specialty floss, and Rose Quaker is done in silk. So, and the kitty cat says hi. So I am using for paper, that is another one of her categories this month, is I'm using it, so it needs to be a paper pattern. So I am stitching Built on Love, it's called Built on Love, and it says together they built a life they loved, and that is by Silver Creek Samplers. I started this at Stitch West, and I have an E and a T and the start of a little birdhouse. So my goal is to get 500 stitches on each of these projects. So Rose Quaker obviously until the project is done, or not the project, but the section is done for this month, but everything else in the categories are 500 stitches. And then least amount worked on is Bluebell, and I started this lovely lady, I think with Laurel and Vic, I think. But that is my meager start of Miss Bluebell. So we're gonna get at least 500 stitches on that lovely lady. So I'm super excited to work on that. Or no, I think Laurel has stitched her already. I can't remember who I started her with. I'll have to look it up. I know Jay Long started her. So, but yeah, so that's in the plans. And then another one is, and that's my least amount done, and my other is Newest Start, which is Nevermore, which I started after I started Built on Love. So that's why it's my newest start. And I started this with Sarah, the Redneck Bifocal Stitcher, and Andrea from Stitching with Andy Joe on Instagram, and we all started this at Stitch West. Sarah has finished hers, and Andy Joe is pretty close. So that's where I'm at. I have the top, the white of the skull almost done, and then I'll fill it in, and I can start on that bird. So 500 stitches will get that very, very far, which will be nice. So back you go. And then my longest since worked on, I'm going to be using a focus piece instead of, because I've pretty much worked on everything. So I'm going to be using cardinal points, which is kind of my, nothing fits. I'm going to turn it in. I'm going to use a stitch on this. So, and that's by Long Dog Sampler and Gentle Arts. There's a Gentle Arts thread pack that goes with it, and this is where I am. I'm starting into page 2 on the top, so it's looking pretty good. Farther than I was when I realized there was a mistake and I would have to restart it, so very excited about that. And so, and this will be in my plans for next year as well. So we're actually just gonna, I'm gonna talk about a couple new starts that I'm doing. I'm going to be starting, Sammy and I are going to be starting Alice from Bella Filipina. I can't remember when we're starting that, Sammy, so I'll have to message ya. And then Andrea and Sarah, Redneck Bifocal Stitcher, and I are all going to be starting Sleeping Beauty this month, and I need to get with them and figure out what day we're starting that. And then I've got this one I'm going to start this month is Ink Circles Black Velvet, and I just got it off of her Etsy shop. And I'm not going to be doing it in black though. I just liked the style of it. And I'm going to be doing it's Veritas from from Mystic Fabrics, and then this is Blurple from Live and Die LA, and the Veritas is actually sparkly, it's opalescent, and it's not coming across very sparkly. Oh, there it is. But that's pretty true to color. Oh, there it is. There's that pretty sparkle, and it's a 32 count. And then this is Blurple. So I think that'll be really pretty together. And it's a pretty small mandala. It's like 5x5, so it's gonna be not very big. So I need to get started on that one. And then Sammy had an idea about doing, and I've seen them, a Tiny Mira or a Tiny Nora, or I think she might be doing her Bella Filipina tiny. So I have a 40 count piece of Verdal from Be Stitch Me that I'm going to put lilac on, because she doesn't have very many beads, but I can also substitute those for delicas. So I just have to do a conversion on that. And yeah, so this will be, and this is Jellyfish, I believe, Jellyfish Fields. So I'm going to put her on that. So I think it'll be really pretty. That might be a start for possibly December. I'm not sure yet, but yes, but it is in the plans. So I have her I'm getting her kitted up, but that's my thoughts on that one. So I'm just gonna put her there. And then next year, since we're in November, we kind of got to start thinking about what plans are for next year. I'm going to be continuing categories with Sammy. And the 2 games that I'm in, Whip Acres and Hell Stitchin', I love those. They're so much fun, and I get a lot done. So, and I think 2, like, games is my limit on stitching, because I've noticed if you're in, like, more than 3 games, that's when the Facebook police try to get you for, like, posting too much. So, that's what I've learned anyway. So, who knows? And I'm going to be doing the sal that I break up into multiple pieces. I am going to have a new start for my new year, and that might be Lilac. I might start that one. It might be a good one to do. And then I'm going to have a leap year start, which will be really fun. I'm excited for that. And then I'm going to have my 12-month sal that I'm breaking up is actually already broken up. And that is Dark Queen of the Earth by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I don't know if I've printed out her final form yet. I don't think I have. If I remember, I'll pop up a picture, but if not, just Google Dark Queen of the Earth and you can see her gorgeousness. And the option that I'm doing is I'm doing the brown skin and some of the, I can't remember, some like a mix of the orbs and the flowers. So here's where I am, and I think I'm on part 2. So I'll be able to cut some of those parts into 1 month and actually have beading. So beading and backstitching will be December. So that's where my start is for Dark Queen of the Earth for my next year's sal. I'm excited about that. It'll be fun to get that done. Hopefully before they release the next Dark Queen series. So put her in my pile there. And then cardinal points. I'm going to have 3 focuses on top of the, 3 focus projects, kind of like how Sammy has her main characters. I'm going to have at least 3 focus projects that I'm going to work on. One will be my one that I pick if it doesn't fit into any categories. I just want to get it done. So cardinal points will be one of those. I'm going to try to get, my goal will be 500 stitches each month into this. And then my next one is going to be geranium. And this is a Nora Corbett. I started this one with Vicky from Reading and Stitching. And she's just beautiful. She's finished hers. And I believe, have you finished her, Vicky? Yes, I think you have. But I'm getting close. This is just her floss colors, but I just have to do her legs, but I'm just working top down and then beading and backstitching. So she's getting close to being done. So a couple of months of 500 stitches, I think we'll get her really close to we'll get her finished. So that's Miss Geranium. And then with my last one, I'm going to, and I figure if I could do a month at a time on it, that way I could focus it. And but if you know this bag, you know I want to get Yellowstone done next year. That is kind of my goal. So This is the full picture of Yellowstone, and this is where I am. I have a page finished, so I just have, I want to say it's 2 or 1.5 pages to go. So, and I think I can do it. If I can do 1,000 half stitches a month, maybe a little bit more. So we'll see how I feel. I'll work on this for at least 1,000 half stitches, which is 500 full stitches. So, but that's 5 blocks. If I do 10 by 10 blocks, I do a mixture of parking and cross country and blocks. I do the block method going down, and within that I do a parking cross country kind of mixture. So kind of excited to see how far that gets me, and I'll also work on it if it gets called for a category. I'll work on it that way, but yes, so quite excited to work on that. But yeah, so, and I don't think I'm gonna have a daily 100. I've tried it and it's hard for me. It's like, if I want to do a project, I want to stitch on it until its goal is met. I don't like switching in and out unless it's one that I don't have to have on my Q-snap or on my, well, not necessarily Q-snap, but I don't have to have on my Lowery. It's just easier for me to just go, because it's already loaded up, and then when it's time to switch projects, I switch projects, focus on that other project, and then switch projects again, focus on the other project. So that's just, excuse me, I got the hiccups. That's just easier for me. So, I think that is pretty much it. I don't have any other news or any other haul. Kind of that ink circles pattern was a haul. But yeah, oh, I do have some haul coming from Mindy from the Mira group. She's a pretty awesome Mira dealer because she has some backstock charts. So I use her every once in a while. I love her. She's great, really sweet to work with, and really, really an awesome person. But yeah, so that's where I'm at on plans, and I will probably be doing a whip parade in December because, you know, that's when whip parades usually are. So it's just easier for me to do them at the end of the year and then put everything away and reorganize how I want it done. And it gives me, I am putting a couple of my full coverages in timeout for next year, just because I want to focus on finishing Yellowstone, and then I might pull out another one. If I finish Yellowstone, I'll pull out another one and do the same, kind of like 1,000 stitches, 1,000 half stitches a month on it, maybe more, it just depends, and see what I can do in knocking those out. So, but the ones I'm putting in timeout for next year are going to be Kingdom Hearts and Once Upon a Fairy Tale and Magic Study. So they'll be in timeout until Yellowstone is finished, and then I will pick another one once Yellowstone is done, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So I think that's it. By this time next week we'll be gone, heading to Disneyland. I'm so excited. It'll be so much fun. And yeah, so I hope everybody has a great couple weeks. Take care of yourself, be safe, and we'll talk to you later, friends. And will link, don't forget to enter into the giveaway. I will link that video that you need to enter under at the end of this show. The end of this Flosstube. Hope you all have a great week, and the kitty cat says goodbye as well. Say bye. Goodbye. Bye, friends.